All right, we're going to graph now. This will be example, example 5 here. We're going to write example 5 on your notes. Let's graph y equals 1/2 x minus 4. This one you can put on your graph paper. Y equals 1/2 x minus 4. Now the cool thing is that once you know your slope and your y-intercept, you can literally graph equations now in less than 10 seconds. In other words, you don't have to use this table of values stuff anymore. That's kiddie stuff. The x and y chart, that's old hat, that's old news. We've graduated into higher and better things. You don't need this anymore because we know our slope and our y-intercept. We can graph it extremely fast. Now, if you recall, on Thursday's notes, we did the 3 steps to graphing here. I trust you have those notes. If you don't have those, go ahead and copy them down. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to copy these 3 steps down. Okay, go ahead and copy that down. For those of you who did copy them down, so let's try example 5. Let's do example 5. I have my graph paper here. Or no, that's it. Right in the middle of the class, later on. Yeah. Right after this class is good. What does step 1 say in the quick steps of graphing? I look forward to photo 1, please, Rodriguez. Thank you. One more time. Plot the y-intercept. Plot, when I say plot, that means just draw a dot. Plot and draw a dot rhyme. Plot the y-intercept. Well, the y-intercept is your b, it's right here. This is your y-intercept. Look, here's your b. That's what y-intercept means. This is your slope right here, the 1/2. So let's plot the y-intercept. Let's draw a dot at the y-intercept. Let's draw a dot at -4. We're comparing y equals 1/2 x to y equals mx plus b. This is your b right here. Notice. Let's make this a plus and then make that a negative. This way it's in the form of y equals mx plus b. Y equals mx plus b. Mx plus b. So let's plot the y-intercept at -4. Do that with me. There's mine. That was easy. That was step 1. We're done. Okay, what does step 2 say? Cool. What does step 2 say? All right, so pay attention. Figure it out. Tell them what step 2 says. Use slope to plot a second point starting from the y-intercept. Starting from the y-intercept, I'm going to use the slope 1/2 to plot a second point. Starting from there. So the slope is 1/2. That means this is vertical change. Remember, slope, it means vertical change over the one that choose a horizontal change from left to right. So this is a rise 1 and run 2. Starting from here. So I'll vertical change 1 and then horizontal change 2, because that's what slope means, remember? 2 weeks ago? Vertical 1, horizontal 2. Vertical 1, horizontal 2. Look, I'm just making a bunch of points on the line. It's ridiculously easy. I almost feel guilty for giving you something so easy. What do you think, Ochoa? Ochoa, what does step 3 say? Did you get the other steps? Godfrey, what does step 3 say? Really? What does step 3 say? 3 steps. You know how I'm done? Ms. Reza, what What does step 3 say? We're done. Draw a line to the points. Beautiful. That totally beats the X and Y chart of graphing. Now we know, we have knowledge of slope-intercept form, we can graph quickly. I'm going to graph the second line, example 6, on the same coordinate plane. In other words, don't draw another X and Y axis. Let's go ahead and draw example 6. Y equals negative 1x minus 3. Let's do the 3-step method for this one. I'll color code my board here. So I want to compare this as to y equals mx plus b. Let's see what's what. So I can obviously see my slope is negative 1. Let me make this a plus to make it plus, and then I'll put a negative 3 there. So my b is negative 3. Awesome. Let's do example 6 on the same coordinate plane. Y equals negative 1x plus negative 3. You know that?
I'm serious. Or I probably did, but I never paid attention.
Ms. Rodriguez, what does step 1 say? Another steps? Okay. I'll remember that when I do stamps today. Miss Reyes, help me, please. We're going to make me cry. If you don't have step 1, you're going to make me cry. What is it? What does it say? Plot the y-intercept negative 3. Here we go. Do it with me. All right. So y-intercept is negative 3. Miss Galvan, what is step 2? Read it for me. So my slope is negative 1. So let me write the slope over here. The slope is negative 1 over 1. I'm making it into a fraction. That's what the slope is. So this is down 1 vertically. Look at that. Vertical up and down. Shift over a 1 horizontal shift. So instead of rising and running, I'm falling 1 and running. That's what negative 1 means. So from negative 3, I'm falling 1 and running 1. There it is. I'll do it again. You can make as many points as you want. Fall 1, run 1. It's a negative slope. Remember, negative slopes go down from left to right, and there's my line. So starting from the y-intercept, you use your slope to plot the second point. Notice how fast that was. We graphed that line quickly. And the more practice, the more fluency you build, it becomes second nature after a while. All right? And let's do example 7 then. Example 7, I'll put it in dotted blue here. Example 7, y equals 2/3 x. I'll write that one down. Y equals 2/3 x. Y equals 2/3 x. For example 7, y equals 2/3 x. Let's graph this one. So let's compare y equals 2/3 x to y equals mx plus b. So whatever's in front of your x is your slope. In this case, your slope is 2/3. That's what's in front of x. But I don't see a b, so that means b is going to be 0. Your b would be 0. So it means it crosses the y-axis at 0, right? Okay. Step 1 says to plot the y-intercept. I'll do that. That's 0. Look at. So crosses the y-axis at 0. Do that with me. And then from that point, I'll use the slope to plot a second point. So my slope is rise 2. Look, it's a positive 2/3. So that means rising 2, running 3. Now that's what slope means. Rise over run, vertical change over horizontal. So I'll rise 2, 1, 2, and run 3. There's my second point. Done. There's my line. So we can graph lines quickly now. Very quickly. Questions on example 7? Can we graph 3 lines together? Pretty straightforward. We'll get into deeper word problems tomorrow.